Hello friends, Mama Bear here at the Lone Star Ranch homestead. Don't know if you can see our son Rocky out there. He's got a round bale of hay on the tractor there that he's fixing to put out for the cows. I'll try to zoom in on it some for you. You can hear all that noise in the background. Sometimes when I zoom in it's a little fuzzy, so it makes me a little reluctant to do that. But hopefully you can see it because the sun's shining on it and I can't really see anything. I can't really see what I'm filming. But cows are doing great. Like I said, he's putting them a new round bale out. They're going through quite a bit of hay since it's got cooler here. See them there following him. They know that Dad's bringing them some groceries to feed the grocery hoe with. See, he just dropped it off there. We're about to go out for day 9, firearm deer season in Missouri. Papa Bear harvested a deer, a doe on day 2. I haven't harvested one yet. I've been doing a lot of videoing. I don't know if that's prevented me from seeing them, but I've enjoyed videoing and giving y'all some tips along the way. Anyhow, if some of them help somebody, it's worth it. Okay friends, as I said earlier, this is day 9 firearm deer season in Missouri. Papa Bear and me are going on a hunt. I still haven't recuperated from only getting 3 hours sleep the night before. We was fixing to head out the door, and Papa Bear says, "You got everything?" And I said, "Yeah." He says, "You don't got your gun." So, yeah. Still not recuperated from not having enough sleep. Also, then we get out to the vehicle and fix to leave, and I said, "You got everything?" And he's like, "Yep." And I go, "You get the headlamp?" "Nope." Okay, so he goes, "Oh, I gotta go get the headlamp and my cell phone and the rattling horns." And he brought the plastic ones today. He says synthetic deer horns, because the old deer horns that he's carried all these years that his dad gave him, they keep, well, in the video yesterday, as you saw, it broke a tine off.
That ain't the first one.
That ain't the first one. So we brought the other ones today. I guess it's time to retire them others. We're gonna try to rattle one in today. I hope we see something. I'd like to harvest a deer. I know I've been videoing some and we've been giving tips and different stuff. So if any of them help somebody, it was worth, I guess, not getting one, of course. But I would like to harvest one today. Also, I was explaining to y'all yesterday, if you watch yesterday's video, that right before I left the house, that one of my pet peeves is when we order 2 pizzas, that people eat about half out of both of them, and then I have to combine them when I put them up. 2 pizzas side by side. What I didn't tell you is they are the very same pizza. That's what my sister asked me when we was talking last night. Well, are they 2 different kinds of pizza? No, they're both the very same type of pizza. Same crust, same toppings, everything, because that's what we all like. And they always eat half out of each pizza, like one, you know, they're both baked at the same time, made at the same time, like one of them's going to be so much better than the other one or something. But anyhow, yeah, to clarify, they are the same types of pizzas, not 2 different kinds of pizza, is why they're eating half out of each one. Just saying. Anyhow, we're going to have a good time today. And we're going to video our hunt. And if we get one, then we'll bring you along. If it didn't drop in its spot, we'll bring you along as we trail it and find it and show you our deer.
Hey folks, this is day 9 of firearm season in Ripley County, and we're going to try to get a buck in for Nan to get this in this evening. We weren't successful with it yesterday. We retired my dad's horns. I've knocked enough tips off of them, but there ain't many horns left. So
yeah, he knocked one off yesterday right in the middle of showing you how to rattle them.
Yeah, and I've never used these synthetic ones. Nan got them for me several years ago. And let me get them. I've never used them before. Here they are. I had them around my neck a while ago, but sit down there and get Nan set up. And here they are, but I've never used these before. To me, they sound a little different than the real ones I had, but maybe that's because they got more points. I don't know.
We have some horns at the house that
Yes.
we'll make another pair out
Yes,
of.
we do. We're going to make a set of real horns. We just didn't do it last night.
Show them how those sound. And that is imitating
two bucks fighting.
Yeah.
This time of year, they will fight. And the pick of the rut, they will fight.
And that brings deer in.
Yes, it brings
deer
rattling into you. It brings bucks into you. If you get lucky. Like I said, it's a lot of luck into anything.
Because they hear them. And
they hear them, and then deer are curious, and they think that the mature buck will think that another big buck's moved into his territory trying to take his harem. So
he'll come in and want to fight for it.
Yes, they will.
And
I've had them come running in. I've had them come in there bowled up, ready to fight. And then I've always also had them just come in there looking, being nervous too. You know, it don't work every time.
And Paul was saying that you normally see bucks.
Yes, you normally
no doe, not usually any does when you're rattling.
When you're rattling and grunting, that you will see bucks.
Tell them where you got me set up here today and where you're wanting me to.
Okay, we're going to be watching this side of where we hunt here to the east and north here. We can get a finish cut, get it coming in from the south or northwest. Excuse me, getting tongue tied. But yeah, our shots will be here. The wind's hitting us like this, so we're going to watch this area be to our east. And I'm going to get back here behind Nan, probably about 30 yards. She'll be able to see me right here behind her. I'm going to get behind the root wad and a tree that's fell down. And I'm going to clean me out a spot there, and I'm going to rattle and hope that we bring something out of all these fingers that's joining us here up through this one main hollow. So, y'all just wish us luck, and we're going to see what happens. And Nan needs a good buck. He
calls me Nan because that's short for Nana,
yeah.
In case y'all was wondering. Also, yeah, we're hoping we get to see something today, and we enjoy you following us along, and we know that we need to get Paul a microphone, and we need a better videoing setup so that we can get better quality videos for you, higher resolution, and like I said, Paul a microphone so you can hear him. I noticed some of the videos that you can barely hear him. And he's a wealth of information, and I'd really like y'all to hear what he has to say.
Well, some people may not, some people may, so we tried to put out there what we've learned through our life, experience of hunting. And we just heard one shot, so I think it's about time Nan gets set up.
Yep.
And God bless y'all, and y'all stay with us.
If we find one, or not find one, what I mean is if we
gets one down.
Yeah, if we shoot one, or Paul shoots one, we'll video us. If it don't fall in its spot, we'll video tracking it like we always say before. So, wish us luck. God bless. Paul walking to his spot there. I also thought I'd just show you right here. This is where we're hunting today. We're in a different spot. I'll show you a little view of it while he's walking and getting set up back here. Because I won't shoot or nothing until he gets over there and sit down. So I'll show you a little. There's my shadow again. My shadow yesterday, I noticed on my videos, I was carrying coats and bibs and all that because I get too hot to wear them in. But anyhow, I was carrying them walking in yesterday, and my shadow looked like I had a ball gown on it. Looked so big. I don't know if you can see him over there, right there. See his orange? Okay, guys, we're gonna be hunting. Afternoon hunt here. Ain't it beautiful? We feel so blessed. Wanted to show you those acorns there, aka deer food. Deer love acorns. Like I said, if you have a big bumper crop, the deer's going to be in the woods because that's their food source, or one of their food sources. So, yeah, that's right down at my feet where I've cleared out some stuff here too, so it's not wheezy when I stand up. And I look down and there's a whole bunch of acorns right there. I don't know if y'all can hear Paul back there. He's doing his grunt, snort wheeze. While I wait for him to make the sound again, I was just going to give you an update that our grandson Logan, he got a 4-point. I don't remember if it was yesterday or the day before. Seems like the days are all running together. I want to give you another tip. When you get out here and you sit down, wipe your scope off with some kind of cloth because it gets dirty and sometimes they fog up too. You just always want to check your scope and clean both ends of it. And one other thing, we do bring in our backpack that I don't think I've mentioned at all over these days, and that's hand sanitizer. And we don't use we used to carry the squeeze containers that gel kind of like, or squeeze hand sanitizer. And the top popped off of them, and yeah, our backpacks was sanitized, but yeah, it was a big mess. So we don't do that anymore. They have some that are unscented. That is a spray, little spray bottle with a cap on it, and we've not had any issues with those, leaking out or having any kind of issues with them at all. So yeah, spray hand sanitizer. Okay, y'all, I don't know if you can hear him in the background. Like I said, he needs a microphone, but I'm going to be quiet for a minute. Maybe you can hear him trying to rattle a deer in. I don't know if you hear my chair squeaking every once in a while, the material on it, and popping. I told you I learned my lesson. I wasn't going to complain about this chair anymore, but it is noisy, but I'm not going to complain about it because after, 2 or 3 days of sitting on logs and metal chairs and not having my padded chair out here, I had learned a whole new appreciation for it. So I love my chair today. I don't know if you can hear when he's rattling there. He's also kind of scraping around on the ground, kind of like if some bugs were fighting, and their feet would be shuffling around in the leaves. That's what he's trying to sound like. He's want to hear a little mama bear story. If it can happen, it can happen to me. I was telling you to wipe off your lenses on your scope earlier. Yeah, well, my lenses on my glasses that I wear on my face, they were kind of smudgy, so I took them off and I was trying to wipe them off with a soft cloth, and my lens come out of my glasses on the left side. I worked at an optometrist office for 3 years, so you would think I would know to tighten up my little nose piece there that holds my little screw that holds the glasses lens in. I'll spit that out in a minute. Anyhow, I did know how to pop it back in there though, and hopefully it stays in there and I don't lose it before I get out of these woods, because glasses are expensive, and I don't need to lose my left lens in them. I'd look pretty silly like that too, just saying. I'll tighten them up when I get home with my little screwdriver, but something else you might want to add to your backpack if you wear prescription glasses is one of those really small screwdrivers that tighten up your glasses so that your lens don't pop out. Or if it does, you've got a screwdriver to fix it. Okay, well, we didn't have a successful hunt today either, but one thing we did determine, if we had any question about it, which I don't think we did, that I'm a nut, because if I'm hunting, any squirrel within 100-mile radius comes to me and puts on a big production show in front of me, just for me. So yeah, I must be a nut. We had a good evening out here. Papa Bear rattled some, and I hope the chins can hear it in the background on the video, because I recorded some of it. Also, one of our blessings for the day was we saw our nephew Ben. We call him Big Ben because he's got a son named Ben too, and it was Big Ben and Little Ben. Now Little Ben is an adult man too, grown man. And oh, they both got the biggest smiles you ever seen. When you see them, you feel like you got a big warm hug and you know you're loved. And you also get a good hug at the end. But we always enjoy seeing him. He's a great person. He's worth knowing. We have such enjoyable conversations with him. I think we would never run out of things to talk about. And it's just always a blessing to see him. Anyhow, so yeah, that was our highlight of this afternoon. Right before our afternoon hunt, we got to visit with our nephew Ben. Next thing is, I always think of things that I want to do corrections or add to a story, because sometimes when you leave things out, it don't make sense, or just like the pizzas or different things. So I always try to correct things like that. And one thing I wanted to correct is, I think I've told you in previous videos one time that my mother was a single mother, and I said that because she was one single person raising me as a child, and but she wasn't a single mother. She was a widowed mother, as she became widowed when I was, if I remember correctly, about 2 years old. So my raising was a lot different, I'm sure, than my other 5 siblings, as I was a change of life baby, and Ray was the closest one to me. So my mom was, her youngest child was 10 years old when I was born. So, and then she became widowed, like I said, when I was probably around 2. So my life, like the trapping or fishing or hunting for food or gardening and the preserving, canning, cutting wood, my life was probably a whole lot different than hers, because she had a spouse when they were growing up. So I just wanted to clarify that, though, that she wasn't a single mother. She was a widowed mother. Another thing, I worked at an optometrist's office for like 3 years. So you would think that I'd know that it'd probably be pretty important to keep your screw tightened on your glasses for your lens so that they don't fall out. And my left lens fell out today. And I did know how to pop it back in there, and I hope that it doesn't fall out walking out tonight and me step on it or something happen to it, because glasses are very, very expensive, as you all know. Prescription glasses are, with bifocals. Yeah, I'm telling off myself. Yeah, I have to have bifocals. anyhow. And I was pretty concerned because, you know, I really didn't know how the hunt was going to go if that lens didn't pop back in there. Didn't know how accurate I'd be. And I really didn't want to have to hunt without it, and I really don't think anybody else wanted me to have to hunt without it either. But anyhow, I got popped back in there. Let's pray we make it home. We'll tighten it up. So one thing that you might all put on that laminated list that you're going to carry in your backpack is to tighten your glasses before you go to the woods, or bring one of those little glass, you know, the screw tighteners. It's a little bitty screwdriver. They're pretty affordable. Anyhow, keep that, and you can tighten your glasses up if something happens in the woods. Well, folks, there's 2 more days of deer season left. Missouri firearm deer season. 2 more days. That's all I got left to harvest me a deer. Maybe I shouldn't have been talking so much. I'll tell y'all again, though, you know how on here it seems like I'm talking the whole entire time. Well, you know, I've got a bunch of short videos that I have to add all together, of course, to make what you all see. So, you know, I have a 6 or 8 hour hunt or 4 or 5 hour hunt, whatever I get in. There might be 30 or 45 minutes. I think our longest one was the day that Paul harvested a doe, and that one was an hour, I think. The next thing is I want to tell y'all, explain something that I didn't explain very well the other day. I'm feeling pretty tired today. So like I told y'all before, I have some health issues and a compromised immune system. So when I get out here and hunt, it takes a toll on me. And when I told you all the other day that it might get me down for a month or 2, I just want you to know that when I say down, that doesn't mean I get away with not doing anything around the homestead. Because on the homestead, you're not allowed to, you know, you just don't have the luxury of not doing anything, of course. That just means that I won't be doing any hunting or anything like that anytime soon, within a month or 2. I'll still be getting up same time, going to bed same time, doing my chores around there, feeding, watering, giving hay, gathering eggs, and doing my inside chores, you know, washing dishes, cleaning house, laundry, and cooking, and everything else. I don't get out of any of that. That just means I'm not going to be up to going hunting or any long trips or, you know, anything like that anytime soon after. And that's the unfortunate thing, is that waterfowl season, duck season, comes in shortly after. How long, Paul?
It always comes in on, or for several years, it's came in on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, he said it comes in on Thanksgiving. But anyhow, by then I'm in our zone. By then I'm so worn out from deer hunting that's what I meant by it'll take me out for a couple months. It don't mean that I get out of anything else. Like I said, when you live on a homestead, you're not afforded that luxury of just laying in bed all day or just sitting around and not doing anything. I ain't gonna be sitting around eating bonbons or nothing like that. I'm still gonna be doing all my responsibilities at home. I just probably won't be able to duck hunt. So when he says we go duck hunting, he's talking about him and somebody else. And maybe I'll feel well, the Lord will bless me, and I'll feel well enough to go a few days.
Or evening hunts. We can do evening.
You know, or evening hunts, he said. Maybe we could film some of them. Yeah. But maybe him and his buddies will get some filmed.
Well, our friend Keaton said he's going
to Keaton said he'll do some filming, and
he wants to see what it's like and watch Ruger work.
Yeah, he wants to see what it's like to watch Ruger work, our lab dog. I noticed yesterday I seen a face in the clouds. Today, or in the sky as the sun's going down, the sunset. Today I see a person standing in the video there to the right. I don't know if you see that. Anyhow, it looks like a person in the sky. I told you, I get distracted about things. Anyhow, we enjoy y'all Faultless Long. If y'all don't know, you know, if you watch Roku or whatever, you know, if y'all watch YouTube, or even if you don't, you can click on there onto the YouTube channel. And our YouTube channel name is, we've changed it from Double J Ranch Homestead to Lone Star Ranch homestead because several people was having a hard time finding it because there's an awful lot of double J YouTube channels, and it was being an issue, and we're Lone Star Labrador anyhow, so we decided to change it to the Lone Star Ranch homestead. Just made sense anyhow, and it's easier for everybody to find it. And when you get on YouTube, if you type in that Lone Star Ranch homestead, I think it should bring it up, even though was in the process of changing it. I think it should be done now. But I think it'll bring it up, and look for my face on there. Mama Bear, I got, I think, a pink and black outfit on, and I have a breast cancer awareness black and pink headband on, and I have a, oh, you can tell it's getting so much darker out. I have a,
Just look for
I'm wearing a duck call. I'm wearing a duck call that day. Paul said just look for a beautiful lady. He's trying to butter me up for something. But anyhow, yeah, I think I'm wearing a duck collar around my neck too. But anyhow, that'll help you pick me out there. And I wear glasses. You see somebody with glasses and pink and black outfit and a breast cancer awareness headband and a duck call. That's me. Click on that one, and then you'll scroll down below it, and it'll show you like the shorts, which are, you know, like minute videos. And then if you'll go on down below that, even scroll on down, it'll show you all the all of our longer videos. And click on there and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'd appreciate it. It'll help us out a lot growing our channel, and we'd like to have y'all come along with us. And I think I hear something. That's why it's quiet for a minute. Yeah, you know, they're walking through the woods. We can hear them now. Little stinkers.
I heard one walking about 5 minutes ago.
Paul said he heard one walking about 5 minutes ago, but you know, yeah, I'm making a lot more noise here talking and didn't hear, but that time I heard it. Anyhow, hope you enjoyed our video, and we hope you're all having a successful hunt. Papa Bear goes back to work tomorrow, so if I'm feeling up to it, it'll be me hunting alone the next 2 days. I think everybody else has filled their tags besides Jeremiah, so yeah. Mama Bear needs to fill her tag.
We got alternate season if we don't fill them right now.
Yeah, like Paul said, we have alternate season coming up if we don't get it now. So if I don't get one now, I'll try to get one then. God bless. Thanks for watching us. We love y'all. Want to hear another Mama Bear story? For one, when you hear us say on there, bye, we'll see you later, we done for the day, we see you tomorrow, well, you know, we probably gonna have another little story to tell you, so just hang in there for a minute, even if we said we was done. Anyhow, little Mama Bear story is, I told you earlier today that my lens popped out of my glasses. Well, I popped it back in there, but it was still loose. So made the executive decision, you know, an ounce of prevention's worth a pound of cure thing. Well, we decided that we was going to wrap them in my little fuzzy neckband thing and put them in my backpack. That way when I'm walking out of the woods, that the lens wouldn't pop out of it and lose in the woods and never find it again, because like I said earlier, prescription glasses are expensive. And anyhow, it wasn't maybe not such a grand idea. Now, I'm glad
I know where you're headed with this one now.
Paul says he knows where I'm headed with this one now. Now, he's laughing at me. I might not have lost my lens, but I about lost my life. You know why? Because I'm walking out, and, you know, when I get up in the morning, first thing I do is put my glasses on, and if I don't put my glasses on right off, then, I'm walking around like a drunk monkey, and I'm thinking, man, I feel a little dizzy, and, what's going on? And then I'm like, oh, well, you silly thing. You silly goose, you didn't put your glasses on. So I put my glasses on and everything's all right. Well, walking out without my glasses in the dark, word of advice, just don't try it. All them little bitty holes, they seem like you're stepping off in craters, and I was tripping on things, and there's this big log. Anyhow, there was this big log. So I'm trying to get over the log, and whenever I put my leg over it and I start to try to get over the other side, I feel like I'm sitting on this big wide bull, and I'm kind of like centered on it, and my feet aren't touching the ground. And remember, I don't have my glasses on. Yeah. So I started rocking back and forth, and finally my foot touched the ground on the right, and I got off there and stumbled a little bit, but I gathered myself up real good. I ain't hurt. Don't worry about that. But anyhow, so then I tell Paul, I said, I like not got over that log. And he says, that happened to me when you was videoing the other day. He says, but it wasn't quite that big, and I wasn't on there quite as long. Don't know exactly what that means, but I didn't think I was on there very long. I wanted to sit there and think.
My legs are longer than yours.
His legs are longer than mine, he says. I don't really think so, but anyhow, I think we stand nose to nose almost whenever we kiss.
Close, but it was worth a try.
He's just trying to sound like some tall guy. You guys done seen him in videos, didn't you? He's a short guy. Ain't no problem with that. I like short guys. It's all right. But anyhow, I get off that log without falling, and so anyhow, I almost fell several times without my glasses on, but we didn't lose the lens. They're in the bag, and I made it out of there alive. And I only stumbled a few times, and like I said, be proud of me. I was pretty good at gathering it up. Paul's laughing, and we was cutting up and going on. And I told him, I said, you take your glasses off then and walk through these woods. You know, kind of made you feel off balance, kind of nauseated, and yeah. So I appreciate my glasses more today too. That's the point. That was the tip of the day. I appreciate my glasses more today. Tighten your lens on your. You don't want to walk. Tighten your glasses up. Don't want your lens falling out, because it's no fun trying to walk out of the woods that way. And what did Paul say whenever I told him, you try walking out here without your glasses?
I asked her if she wanted to go home tonight.
Yeah, he asked me if I wanted to go home tonight, because apparently we'd never made out of the woods.
I couldn't have seen the road we was walking down.
Like he said, he couldn't have seen the road we was walking down. Like I could. Why do you think I was stumbling around? Anyhow, Lord forbid, we have some stories to tell. Yeah, but we're good. So yeah, that's what our granddaughter always said when she's 2 or 3. She started saying it. She'd tell you a little story, and at the end of it, she'd say, "So yeah." So if you hear her say "so yeah" a lot, we picked that up from her, along with the "Amen, baby" at the end of prayers. Today's our grandson Jude's birthday, and we want to say happy birthday, Jude. We love you.
Happy birthday, Jude. We love you.
We miss you, little buddy.
You need to come see Papa and Nana.
Yep. We ain't seen him in a little while. He's living off, and we love him. Anyhow, we made it out alive. We're just going to share that little story with you. Tighten your glasses up so your lens don't fall out. And if the lens is loose, go ahead and put it in something so you don't lose that lens on the way out, because I don't think you'd ever find it. Never. Anyhow, talk to y'all later.